going on? It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. And oh Lord, we have a good segment today. We have a great segment today. We have a welterweight segment today. We're going to be speaking to the WBA champion Stanionis. We're going to be talking to him in around like I want to say 15 minutes. He has a big crowd, ladies and gentlemen, from Lithuania. So stay tuned for that. He'll be having hundreds and hundreds of people of his in his country watching the interview. Smash the like button. Salute to Jackie Hernandez. Appreciate the super chat of $50. Wow, appreciate the support, Jackie. Really do. Become a member of Mill City Boxing. The link is in the comments if you guys want to support the channel on another level. Also become you know, one of the panel members that speak and talk on the panel often. Obviously, we let the public speak as well, but we give those members more opportunity and a longer time to speak. Also, they have the opportunity to ask questions with our guests that we're going to be having on today. And then also we're going to be having Blair Cobbs. He'll be on as well. Obviously this Jerron Boots Ennis signing with the Zone is a big topic. So I think these guys are one of those, contestants. You know what I mean? Both have that opportunity. Both want that opportunity. Um, Great news for Stanionis. He got his, he's fighting an undefeated fighter, and I know he's going to be fighting on that Canelo undercard against Munguia May 5th. May and then so they both fight in May. Blair Cobbs also fights in May 31st. So maybe he got some more details on exactly where the venue is going to be at, and we're going to be just talking a lot more. But getting into yesterday's fights, salute to Abdullah Mason. Absolutely my prospect of the year. I've been watching this kid blossom for over 3 years now. I think he's the goods. I was talking to Mickey today. Mickey Bay today. I said, if Jared Anderson fought like, Abdullah Mason, and I'm gonna get into what I mean in specifics of why. If he fought like the young prospect, going up and down with the combinations and staying tight with his form, and being an alpha dog, trying to get his opponent out of there. His opponent was it was game, but and a lot of people are going to say, "Yo, Mills, that was a premature stoppage." The kid, he was conscious, but the kid was taking a lot of punishment in the same time. Abdullah Mason was just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger by the round. So he had a fourth round stoppage, and salute to Abdullah Mason. I mean, he has the presence of wanting to know that, listen, I could stay in the pocket in that place, which they say, right? Teddy Atlas's words, right? And be comfortable in there. He's amazing to watch. He has the flair, he has the fundamentals, and he's showing that at this level, he knows how to get the guys out of there that's in front of him. He's doing what he needs to do. Now, coming into when he's fighting former champions and whatnot, I believe that he's going to be able to shine. I do believe that we're going to see the knockouts slow down, just like any other great fighter, right? When you're building them, but in the same time, you got to keep it funky. You have to admit he's still a pup, with a lot of knowledge, a lot of IQ, and he's well ahead of his time. You know what I mean? He's only 20 years old, blue chip prospect at that. I don't really seeing anybody taking prospect of the year from Abdullah Mason this year. Salute to everybody on the live. If you're on the Instagram, make sure you go out to my YouTube channel, subscribe to it, hit the like button, and then also everybody on the live on YouTube, hit that like button as well so we can actually start up a new poll. Okay. All right. So subscribe to Mill City Boxing. on YouTube. Okay. Hamza in the building. What's going on? Hamza was popping. The Phantom. Hamza, we have a little time to talk. You know what I'm saying? We got a little time until Stanionis taps in. So, you guys want to call in? Phone lines are open also on the Instagram live. I could chop it up with the people for like just a few minutes until I'm gonna start up another live and get Stanionis on, and then Blair Cobbs. Great news with Stanionis. Once again, he will be on the Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia undercard, and his opponent is an undefeated opponent that he has. If y'all don't know, Stanionis was an Olympian, and the guy that he's fighting was a guy that they have fought a couple times in the Olympics. So it's nice to get Stanionis on today. He'll be on, like I said, in 15 minutes. But we got Hamza on the live. What's going on, Hamza? Smash that like button. What's going on?
Sí, coño, PR presente, pay, ¿qué la que hay?
Tranquilo, papi, tranquilo, tú sabes cómo es el borigringuillo del boxeo.
Con la presión, papi.
La presión. So listen, man. Speaking of la presión, we got the signing of Jerome Boots Ennis, and today's segment is a major segment of the welterweights. Yes, I want to touch on the top ranked card yesterday, but there's really not much to talk about. I'm gonna be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if you really look at it, I mean, uh, Jared Anderson, and once again, we got to continue to all praises, alhamdulillah, and whoever you guys praise to. But Abdullah Mason last night, fourth round stoppage, just like I said, he's just ahead of his time. Now getting into that main event card with Jared Anderson, he went 10 rounds with a guy that has been stopped by a cruiserweight. You know what I mean? A guy that has been stopped by Zoldo Ramirez, which is a super middleweight, really. You know what I mean? So Jared Anderson's going in there with guys that he's supposed to get he's supposed to get them out of there. And he didn't get the guy out of there. And like I said, once again, I believe that if he had a little Abdullah Mason, a little when it comes down to the IQ, because it's just like hanging out with Shakur Stevenson and sparring with those guys, you're gonna pick a lot of these things, and I see a lot of those things in the big guy. But this is the heavyweight division, ladies and gentlemen. This is no game land. This is like you got the chin or you don't got the chin. And then do you got the punch or do you not have the punch? And are you a heavy puncher in one hand or just two hands? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section on Jared Anderson's performance. But in the same time, are we being clear here? Like obviously you seen him outbox the bull, but he was supposed to get him out of there. We gotta keep it a buck. What's going on, Hamza? So, we just touching up on some of that top rank card. Um, you know, Ajagba, he did his thing. I mean, I don't know why they're not fighting. I feel like maybe due to the fact that these are their two opportunities for top rank to go get a title with some of these guys. There's an age gap here. I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, Top Rank has plenty of heavyweights, and I think heavyweights. I mean, I don't know. Heavyweights are easy to come by. I don't know about Jared Anderson necessarily mixing it up with these guys in the top 10. I don't know.
Mm, sounds interesting, man. I didn't, I've been going through a little up and down with this boxing, man. I didn't peep the card last night, but I definitely heard and seen a couple clips of Abdullah Mason. All praise be to Allah on the young boy. He's definitely something to see. And as far as Jared Henderson, I didn't see it, so I really can't comment on it. But from what my understanding is, the way you come in is like you ain't impressed. You know, he's supposed to be taking these guys out that are maybe made for him right now to smash. You know, and he's not showing his ability to take them out, put them to sleep. If he got power, they need to go night-night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, as far as his IQ, I mean, the kid has some IQ, you know what I mean? He can move around in that ring, you know? His boxing ability is nice, you know? But,
like Matias said, se ve linda. Se ve lindo. You know, it's pretty.
He looks pretty. He looks cute.
No,
no.
I mean? Se ve bonito. That's what he said. He says, se ve bonito.
He looks pretty in there, but there's nothing that, you know what I mean, gonna keep guys off him, the real guys off him, if that's what you're getting at. You know what I mean? Because the heavyweight division is, you know, they're gonna check your chin sooner or later. And if you ain't got nothing to keep them big boys off, you know, he's a big boy. How tall is he? Like 6'3", 6'4", maybe?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think he's an undersized heavyweight in today's era, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But in the same token, I mean, he has the skills. I think it's just like you could be small. I mean, Mike Tyson has shown it that you could be small and still be able to, you know.
So you're saying, is he carrying, is he actually packing that power, that punch?
Like, absolutely. What's going on? The Mark, Mad Scientist, what's going on?
The maddest, baby, the maddest. What's good, baby? Salute, Hamza, what's good? Man, I'm happy to see you, brother. I'm definitely made my day looking at my man, the maddest.
So, were you able to watch the Top Rank card yesterday, Coach?
Yeah, sure did.
What's your thoughts on your young bull, Abdullah Mason?
How did you see Jared?
How did the young bull Abdullah Mason look? I know you work with the Masons, so we'll start there and then just go right into the main event.
Abdullah, man, listen, right? With this kid, from my perspective, it's hard to judge him, right? Because you get one of those blue chippers like him, and everybody they put him in the ring with, he make it look like easy work. So that was supposed to have been a level step up in competition, and he made it look like nothing, like a pro debut or something. So only thing I want to say is, what is really the next level for him? Because that 135 looked hot. I mean, who's supposed to? What I'm trying to see is who's supposed to step in as the next world champion to hold all them straps. Because you got Keisha Davis there. So does Abdullah really have to wait? Like, I'm just trying to understand. You see talent in that. When is the world title shot coming? Because he looks good. We need about maybe 3 more fights, but he's still young, man. He's still young. That title shot is going to be a different world. You got to let him rock a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. He could use 3-4 more fights. But we know in this era, they chasing them belts, man. These kids want to be champions. They don't want to wait till they 24, 25. They want it, but he say when he get there, you gonna know. He gonna be there.
I mean, you make a solid point because it's like you got Shakur Stevenson. You don't know if he's gonna resign, so then you don't know if Keyshawn has to wait, and then you know what I'm saying. So I hear what you're saying. We're gonna be doing an interview with Stanionis real soon, guys. So I'm gonna be obviously once he gets on the live.
I gotta head out anyway. But how about okay? If Loma happens to beat Camboso, right? You think they'll throw in? You know, you want to see Abdullah Mason against Lomachenko real early? Hell no.
No.
Well then we talking about a couple more fights.
Yeah. I know he's not ready for a title shot right now, but it's how you maneuver. I don't know how much time, but I know you got to do your thing, and I'm gonna tune in, so I want to support the channel, of course. For sure. Yeah. Appreciate you. While he comes in though, before he comes in, I'm pretty sure you're gonna come in real soon. Your thoughts on Jared Anderson? That's when I turned it off. Say less.
You wasn't impressed, Coach?
I'm not. No, not to take nothing from Jared Anderson. I'm not. I'm not. I don't really.
Keeping it funky, huh? Keeping it funky. That's what's up.
Yeah. With the Wilders and the series, the new school heavyweights don't like see nobody. Maybe I'm overlooking something, but I'm not. No doubt. Well, thank you guys for tapping. I'm gonna redo I'm gonna restart the live. Tap Stanionis and start the live with him. He got an interview. He's gonna be starting. He has a fight on the undercard of Canelo versus Munguia on that May 5th card. So we're gonna get into him and stay tuned, guys. All right. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. If you are on the Instagram right here, make sure you guys go on to the YouTube to smash the like button so we can improve the visibility of the show, okay? Appreciate you guys for tapping in. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Okay, he's ready. All righty. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. WBA champion, Stanionis, jumping on with us right now. Subscribe to City Boxing on YouTube. All right. We are live. We'll be jumping on having Stanionis, the WBA champion at welterweight. We're doing a live interview with him right now. Just waiting for him to tap on. Salute to Ali and Savage. Make sure you guys go out your way to smash that like button. If you don't know where the like button is, hit the three dots in the corner and it'll get you to the like button. We appreciate you guys for tapping in with us. I see my man right here. He just came in. Let's get locked and loading. And if you guys want to become a member of Mill City Boxing, the link is in the comments. What's going on, champion? How we doing?
Hello. Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? Better question.
Good. Everything is fine. Finally, I got a date, so I'm happy.
So May 5th on the Canelo versus Munguia undercard. How does it feel to finally get a fight date?
It's been a long time, so I'm very happy, When I saw it official, it was like amazing. Finally, I can go and dance.
So how long has it been officially since you've been in the ring?
2 years.
2 years.
2 years. A lot.
Now, your opponent is someone that you're familiar with in the amateurs or in the Olympic Games, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we fought in amateurs in World Championship in 2015.
Nice. What was his name? I don't want to mispronounce it.
Gabriel Maestre.
Right.
He's from Venezuela, yeah.
He's from where?
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Okay. So he's 6-0, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Now in that, how many fights have you had with him in the Olympic Games?
Only one.
Okay. How did that go?
I won by unanimous decision, but I was just younger kid, just coming to the amateurs. I had like zero man strength, but yeah, I got a W. But it was a long time ago. I'm not looking to like amateur fight. It was almost 10 years ago.
Watching your interview facing off with him, he believes that you didn't win that fight in the amateurs. That was political. In your eyes, was it a close fight?
No, he didn't say that I didn't win the fight. He said it was like close fight and he won on split decision, but I won a unanimous decision. But it was fight, yeah, it was close fight for sure. But I won. But like I said, I just came to like men's how you say like fighting for a man from youth. I was only like 20 years old. He was in his peak. He was like 28, 29 or something. So he was, at the best at the moment. I was just a kid coming up and I was a doctor.
So tell me, anything different? Why him? Why this card? How did this fight go about?
Oh, I got other opponents before, but it didn't happen. As I know, I was supposed to fight in March. I was supposed to fight Keith Thurman, but didn't happen. It was like possibility, but he moved up in weight, so that's why.
Now, other than that, there was no other names.
It was few, but I can't mention. But what I said I will fight anybody. Just give me a date, please. I'm waiting for just to fight. Anybody. What they will put. I signed a contract, to fight anybody. Basically like that. Said what you will put in front, I will fight. I have no choice, no options. When you are from small country, you have to go hard way.
Right. Stanionis, who are you signed to?
What?
Who are you signed to?
I'm free agent, but PBC take care of me, so they gave me opportunity. I'm very blessed. So I have just fight with them, and after that, I'm basically free agent.
So it's a one-off.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys
at this moment.
At this moment. Okay. Now, dude, and is that like have to do with the performance, or do you have another scheduled meeting before the fight?
No, I don't have any like scheduled meetings. It's just we'll see what are the options, how I will do in the fight, and we'll see later.
No, this is great news, though. I mean, that's awesome. That's great news. Now it gives you the freedom to go out and get all the belts.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. What is the plans? What are your plans? I mean, like obviously you don't want to look past your opponent. But what are your plans? I mean, moving forward, obviously in the division. I mean, are you making weight fine? Is it being undisputed? Is it being unified? What is the your ultimate goal?
Basically, also in this camp, I'm looking at my weight, and I'm looking. Maybe I can go 140, or a catch weight with somebody. We'll see. I don't know. Like what the future holds, it's hard to tell. Because like with Virgil, I was supposed to fight like 3 times. It didn't happen, and now, God willing, I will get a fight on May 4th. And what I want is just to be active. Just to stay active. That's the most important thing. I hadn't been fighting in 2 years, so it's hard. I was always preparing a shape from there. Any given day, give me 6 weeks and I'll be ready. So I was always in like training, like fighting shape. So it was hard because you all the time have to be on weight, watch your weight. You can't go hang out, like you can't go to restaurants, nothing. Just stay disciplined all the time.
What would you have to say about your opponent? Like if you had to describe him, you've been in the ring with him already. I mean, speak a little bit upon them. What obviously you respect every fighter you go in there with, but like for the people that don't know.
Yeah, he has the power, and I think why he got this chance because he knocked out the last opponent. He was the prospect, so he knocked out the highly anticipated prospect. So he got a chance. So it's like same like Barroso, you never know. The guy, can come and like they say, the power is the last thing that goes away with age. So I know he's tough, and it's going to be a good fight.
Does he do anything better than you in the ring?
I don't think so. I'm very hungry. I haven't fought in a long time, so I'm very, very hungry. So this fight will mean a lot, not only like on that they haven't fought, but all other things have to come, with that. So we'll see after the fight. But I'm just very happy, to get a fight date, and I want to fight.
Leading up to this fight, anything different? New sparring partners? Anything that stands out for you that you bring to this training camp among others?
No, basically always I train hard. Nothing changed. Like it's same, same mentality. I know I haven't been in the ring for a while, and everybody thinks it's going to be ring rust and this and that. But I'm very disciplined, so I don't think so. Just at this moment, I don't think that it will be some ring rust. I'm doing good in sparring and just work.
Now, some people will be thinking, "Hey, yeah, like this is a fight to knock off the ring rust because this is a guy that not a recognizable name, but a great fighter, and indeed." What would you have to say this fight looks like at the end of the day? Do you believe it's going to be a tactical fight? Do you think it's going to be a war? Do you think it's going to be a little bit of both? I mean, what type of fight do you think the fans will be looking for?
Yeah, maybe he doesn't have the name in US, but he has like a huge amateur background. He was two-time Olympic champion, Pan American champion, I think, few times. He has like 300 amateur fights. So he has experience. So my thing is like I just want to go out there, and no, not tactical boxing. I don't like, I know how to box, but I prefer, to bang and to fight inside, to make like fans, give there some excitement.
Um, as far as do you feel like this fight goes the distance?
I don't know. I never look for knockout. If it comes, it comes. We'll see.
Okay.
I would love to, for sure. I don't want to go 12 rounds.
um, what does this fight mean to you? I mean, the division. It seems to me that the belts are going to be scattered. What does this fight
Yeah.
mean to you at this moment in time? I mean, obviously it's been 2 years, but it got to mean something different to you.
Yeah, it means a lot because I got a fight date. Hopefully, God willing, nothing changes. So I'm happy for that. And of course, I just want to get a W, and move forward. Like I said, I just want to stay active and fight like more often, 3 or 4 times a year because it's my life. I love boxing. So hopefully everything will come to reality.
Right. Right. Um, as far as the card is concerned, are you the co-feature or the co-feature?
No, basically it's like 4 pay-per-view fights, so I'm opening pay-per-view card.
Okay. Yeah, I heard it's just an amazing card itself.
Yeah, it's amazing. I was like, I'm a big Canelo fan,
I
so
know.
standing with him over there, and everything. So it's crazy, and like, it's Cinco de Mayo. What can be better? The fans, a lot of fans will be there. They like they like Mexican style, so I'll bring the Mexican style for sure.
Do you think that this is the biggest fight in your life as far as when it comes down to the venue, the pop, how many people are going to be in the venue that night? Things at that nature because sometimes people they say that certain people crumble on the moment when the lights are that steep.
Yeah, I've been there. Last fight, I fought for a title. It was like a big moment. It was big arena, in Texas. So I think I got that experience. I'm glad I got. But of course, it's Las Vegas. I never fought in Las Vegas. It was a dream. I even have a picture. I think in 2020 or 21, we took a picture and I said I will fight one day here. So now here we are. Hopefully, I will fight there, and it's good. I was watching Fury and Fury and Wilder, over there at T-Mobile Arena. So I said I want to fight one day here because Las Vegas is, mecca boxing, like all the big fights happening over there. So I'm very happy.
As far as hopping, right. I know I don't want to rush things, I know. And I know it's cliche when fighters say I don't want to rush, past my opponent. But if it was in your hands, running right into another title fight, would you do that?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like you said, I would love to unify. I don't know. Mario Barrios has WBC, so maybe him after the fight. He's fighting on the same card, so if I will get a W, why not? Go straight to unification fights, and it makes sense, I think, for both of us if we are going to come victorious, but winning.
Right, right. And it seems to me like that's the lineup, right?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything, about that, so we'll see.
Well, that being said, what do you think about Mario Barrios and his, what do you think about him as a fighter?
Yeah, he's a great fighter. He's battle tested, He got some wars, and I like his style, He doesn't shy away, from like fighting, any good guys. So he fought the best, He fought Gervonta, he fought Keith Thurman, and he's always fighting, he has a heart and will. So that will be an exciting fight for me also.
Oh yeah, absolutely. How do you think that fight would play out?
I don't know. First, we need to get through this one, and then we'll see. It's hard to, I'm not even thinking about that. This is my most important fight, because it's a lot of risk and reward going into this fight. So I just want to get the victory.
Do you feel by any means necessary that in this fight you have to necessarily kind of get a highlight reel, kind of like stand out in this fight other than your other fights? What would you say when it comes down to performance, and do you feel like you got to do a little bit extra in that ring to get that title fight, or do you think a clear victory is good enough?
No, like you said, yeah, I need to shine in the ring, great performance or great knockout, like winning on points. It will not satisfy me. So I would love to get like KO and some highlight reel. That's for sure. I will. How will you get your name in U.S. market? Like even especially me, from small country. So that's the thing how to do. But it's not always happening like that. It's like I always say, you can prepare, you can be disciplined as you want, but nothing is guaranteed. We'll see on the night.
Tell me, as far as you're concerned, like what version of Stanionis is today versus the guy that we last seen 2 years ago?
I think I'm more grown. I had like tough training camps because I was preparing for a virtual fight, And I think my last fight, it was a lot of at stake, So I fought for a title. I knew if I win, I would be first Lithuanian world champion. So it was a lot of pressure from my people. Everybody supporting me, So they would wake up at like 4 or 5 a.m. to watch my fights. So I knew everybody is on. So I had to dig deep, to get a W.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, Now, just looking at the format, obviously, you're doing the one off here. If successful, they might, want to, you know, entertain that fight with Barrios and you. But after that, Stanionis, looking at the landscape on PBC, it's a lot of 54 names. Terrence Crawford wants to moving up. Errol Spence is moving up. Well, I mean, I talked about you, and you said, "Hey, listen, I could maybe make 140, maybe a catchweight," but you never mentioned moving up. Why?
Yeah. No, I would love to move up also, it just depends on the opponents and what's available. So if I'll be like, let's say, champion with like 2 or 3 belts at 147 or unify 147, that will be great. Of course, that will be my goal. But if opportunity comes at 154, why not? I will go there for sure. Yeah, like you said, it's a great fight and a lot of opponents, So yeah, 154 division is on fire.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, you know, um, as far as some other fights here, you know, as far as the card is concerned, it's a smacking card. Like, it seems like it's an entertaining card when you have like Barrios is fighting. What is it? Some Madonna's brother, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's fighting Madonna's brother. I mean, you got Munguia versus Canelo, which is an action-packed fight. You always bring an action-packed fight. Do you feel like just being a part of this card alone, do you feel like you got to bring more action than you have had in your other fights? Because just the card, the Mexican fans would love your style, and you can win so many of them that night.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not trying to buy Mexican fans, my style shows all. So yeah, for sure. On Cinco de Mayo, you have to come with something special, like you said before. So it's a little bit different.
I like it. I like it. Now, what would you have to tell your fans, as far as the support system that you get from your country, and what this fight means to you for them?
I just want to thank my fans, for the support all the time. You don't even imagine, like every single day in Lithuania, in my country, every day got a question: when are you fighting? What's going on? Why you are not fighting? It's hard to answer. Boxing sometimes things happens. I'm not blaming anybody. It is what it is. So, but yeah, finally I got a date. Everybody is excited, and everybody is waiting for my fight. So yeah, of course, I'm thankful, for my fans, and in the US, I have also in the US a lot of fans. So it's good. Of course, I need to get my name more known in the US. So that's what I want to do on May 4th.
Now, you're still training in the wild card gym?
Yeah, same. Nothing changes.
Nothing. No changing in coaches. Everything the same.
Uh, Everything is the same. Yeah.
I like it. Um, and as far as nutritionists, different, as far as strength and conditioning, everything from your camp is the same.
Yeah, everything is the same. Just my fiance just came 2 days ago, so it's going to be easier, so she can sometimes make food for me what I ask. Of course, I prefer to do by myself, but some things it's easier. She can do this, and she's very supportive in my life, in my career. She been always, in most of my fights, like almost in every, just during the COVID, she handled it. So it's nice, she's like my big part of the team.
That's nice. I mean, just hearing that, they always say a strong fighter has always a strong backbone woman right beside them. So, do you feel like that's also like a beneficial, because they always say happy fighter is always a good fighter?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Of course, I agree.
Mm.
That's true.
How do you see Canelo and Munguia going on the main event? And how do you go about it? Like, do you just like you just go and you're chilling, and you're watching the fights, and then you join the fights right after? Like, what do you do? Do you leave? What do you do?
It depends, if I'm good and the fight is not a big, so yeah, we have, things to do after the fight, even the like water testing and everything, so we'll see. But yeah, I will watch the fight for sure. It's going to be a great fight. Two Mexican warriors. Munguia is training with us at Wildcard. So he's really, preparing. Of course, it's not going to be easy because Canelo one of the greatest. But I think it's going to be an entertaining fight.
How do you see
He always comes and brings, fire. He doesn't shy from the fire.
How do you see it going down?
I don't know. He can't answer. How he can answer? I'm training with a guy, so it's going to be a hard fight. Everything is possible. Like when you train hard and you believe, I think everything is possible. Of course, it's like I said, it's hard with Canelo, but you dream and you can achieve that.
100%. Any notable names as far as sparring partners are concerned that we know about?
No, nothing like very known.
No, nothing known at all.
No, but I have a good training partners, and I'm thankful. They are helping me for the fight. They are also a big part because they help me out. So I love them all the time.
That's right. Next week, we got Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Devin Haney, a guy that you sparred with.
Yeah.
How do you see that fight playing out? And a lot of people are how do you see that fight playing out, first of all?
Yeah, I was just looking at Ryan Garcia, what he's doing on social media, and it was crazy. First, I was thinking if he is going to show up, to fight. Now it seems like, yeah, he is going to show up. I don't know. Ryan, like Devin Haney is a disciplined fighter. He's doing what he needs to do. So my prediction would be like Devin Haney would win. Of course, Ryan Garcia is dangerous, like 4 rounds. He's fast, and sharp, and he has a power. So Devin Haney has to be careful early, but later on, I think Devin Haney will take over.
Do you think the fight goes the decision, or do you think it's a stoppage?
I think decision or late round stoppage by Devin Haney.
When you see late round stoppage, do you feel like is there like a possibility that you feel like Ryan could quit?
Not quit, like just to lose the team. I don't know how he was training, but it seems like he was training. But on the other hand, it seems like like one off and on. Because like Devin Haney is locked in. I saw him training, all the time, like before. So he's training really hard. He's disciplined. That's the important thing.
Yep, 100%. It's very important. Now, also in your division, and a guy that Blair Cobbs, he got a fight with, Adrian Brona. We're going to be talking to him in a little bit later, but what you think about the fight, and also what you think about, just, maybe is that a potential fight?
Maybe, like you never know. But I'm at this point where I'm fighting for a titles, But of course, they have a name. It will be a good fight. The winner will go on, and you'll get a big fight.
Who do you think wins that fight?
I don't even know.
No, you don't, right?
Because Broner hasn't fought in a while, and I don't know how he trains, what's going on. To be honest, I don't know.
And then Blair?
Blair, I don't know. He's training. He was training before at Wildcard with us, but now he trains, I think, somewhere else. So I don't know. To be honest, I don't know about this fight. What's going to happen?
I understand.
Maybe
now, coming in, obviously, Eddie Hearn had a big signing with Jerome Boots Ennis. As far as that's concerned, of him, going with Eddie Hearn, do you feel like that fight could happen easier now with you and Ennis?
Yeah, hopefully, hopefully. So if I'll get the win, or I don't know, I have options, so it's good to get options. So yeah, always they can come and offer something, and I'll be in. Just the offer has to be to make a sense, Of course, I will fight. That's for sure. I never ducked anybody. Never in my life. Even like from the beginning, I said like the first fight I want to fight like 6 rounds, and I want to go to 8 rounds, and I didn't want like when they make like 15 and now but you fought nobody. I said I just wanted tough fights. So I never got to choose the opponent. Like they came just with one opponent. As I know now, in US they come with like 5 options, and then you can choose with your team. I never had this. Always they come with one. You will fight this guy, and okay, sign the contract and preparing for that.
Right. So, have you ever been sent a contract from Duran Ennis?
No, never in my life.
Mm.
They just offered me before, like when it was like COVID, when I fought test in the lodge, they offered it, and then they offered it again, and I accepted. I don't know what went, why we haven't fought at the moment, but it wasn't me. Maybe it was like my team. I don't know who, but my coaches was on the same page. So maybe other people say no, I don't know, or on his side, I said yes, that's for sure.
Is that a fight that you want?
Yeah, for sure. He's like everybody says he's a boogeyman. He's good. I'm not going to lie. He's a good fighter. But I think I have a big chances to get win against him.
You said big chances. Where do you
Yeah.
what do you see? Where do you get that energy from?
Nobody's like when everybody is fighting him, nobody's training him. They just go straight or something. You have to be tactical against him also. Like so, but he is like I said, great fighter, good fighter.
Do you feel by any means that he hasn't been tested?
This is like bullshit when people say not tested. He fought some pretty good guys, and he tested. Maybe if you look at Dennis Crawford, who he fought, and then comparing with Crawford, what they are doing right now, so then yes, he's not tested. But other than that, I think he's tested, and he showed that.
I mean, when a lot of people want to see him and Crawford. I mean, you know, Crawford says he hasn't done anything, and it really doesn't do anything for him. Do you understand? Do you feel what Crawford says, or do you feel like Crawford's avoiding him?
No, look, Crawford is the man. He beat the man. So he do whatever he wants. So, of course, it's a big risk fighting Butch at this stage. He's looking for a bigger fight. So, looking from that side, yeah, and he haven't done anything to offer, Crawford something like a big fight or something.
Mm. Do you feel like in the other words, do you feel like you've had bigger tests in your career?
You mean me?
Yeah.
Mm, no.
You haven't been tested either.
I did test it in my last fight. I fought a strong guy. Nobody wants to fight him also. So, you know, at that night, if we would fought somebody else, we would be like, we would knock out the other guys. But we like face each other. So it was tough fight. He's tough. I knew from the amateurs, I fought against him in amateurs, so I knew how tough he is.
A lot of people, they say, hey, when it comes down to boots, people like to outprice themselves or something in that manner. Do you feel like, as far as you said, it needs to make sense when you
Yeah.
when you say that, is that like a fight that's like, that it's worth a certain amount of money, and you won't take it if it's a, like, if it's not a certain amount of money, if it's not worth the title fight? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes people say, hey, 3 times as much as what I'm getting is not enough. They want more than that. Like, in your opinion, do you feel like that could be an issue? Because now he's with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn says they give out a good paychecks. That's what I hear.
Yeah, so I don't know. To be honest, it will be up to my team. So me also included. So we'll see. we'll see what is good. For some is good, not good, but I would fight. It's like now it makes sense. I have a title. He has the title, so now it makes sense for sure.
Mm. Do you think that what would be the smarter route if you had to choose, Barrios or Boots for you?
Either of them, to be honest, either of them. I don't know, because like you said, like Ennis now went to Matchroom, and it will be like, I think, maybe a little bit harder to make a fight, with PBC or PBC with Matchroom.
Why, if you're a free agent?
Oh, yeah, I will be, but we'll see what I will do, what I will choose. It depends.
Right. It depends.
What are the options? Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends. But the fight will be makeable. Look, PBC is doing business with Matchroom and the Zone and like Amazon Prime, so they can work together. They're doing now with Canelo and Mungia. So they can work things out, that's for sure. Just, fighters have to be willing to fight. I think that's the most important thing. And like you said, don't outprice yourself, It has to make sense, Everybody has the pie to share, and everything will be like great.
Right. Right. Did you see Giovanni Santalin? He be in wild card as well. What you think about Giovanni Santalin? I mean, it seems to me he's fighting for the WBO against Brian Noman. Or I think it's an eliminator, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. I never seen him at wildcard, but I saw his fight against Rocha. So yeah, he's a good fighter also. So we're now with almost titles, let's say proper. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, I'll tell you, definitely a great interview. If you could just hop on the link now, just chop it up with me on my YouTube channel so people could call in and ask you some questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Appreciate you, and if you got anything to say with to your fans before you're still gonna be talking to them, so that if they want to call in on here, they're more than welcome to, obviously. So you guys are, this is that opportunity for you guys to talk to Stanionis, ask him any questions. You have anything to tell your fans on the audio, on the visual aspect?
Always thankful to my fans, for the support. So we are fighting for the fans, and I will try always to give my best for the fans and exciting fights.
All right, perfect. So yeah, so just hop on that link, and everybody, Stanionis is still going to be with us. He's just going to be hopping on the YouTube. If you guys want to chop it up with us on the YouTube, it's pinned up right there, Mill City Boxing. And if not, you could just hear us out right here as well. All right, so just tap in.
Okay.
All right. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed to the channel. Everybody that's here right now, you guys will still be able to hear Stanionis. And if you want to hear and see him in the same time, then go to Mill City Boxing right here. It's pinned up right here on YouTube. It's free, all free. And you could just see the interview here and watch the rest of the interview right here on the YouTube channel. Okay, so we are here live on YouTube so far. Thank you for everyone that's tuning in. Appreciate you. Stanionis is right here. Okay, you're back. We're back. Oh, you gotta flip it the other way.
Okay, this one.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. Perfect. Sounds good. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the WBA champion, Stanionis. They've been hearing our whole interview so far. So smash the like button if you guys haven't to smash the like button. We have phone lines are now available on the YouTube channel. If you guys want to call in, ask Stanionis any questions, you guys are more than welcome. We are live on Mill City Boxing on Instagram and on YouTube. Okay, guys? So you have any questions, press the join button and we're right on. Okay, we got Hamza in the building. What's going on, Hamza? And then we got, hold on, all right. So as far as training is concerned, for you, obviously we have some time, you have some time left. Uh, talk to me. I mean, is it gonna be all in Vegas? I mean, in LA the whole
Yeah,
time?
no, I started in Lithuania. I did my training camp in Lithuania. Then I supposed to fight on March. Then I went to Dubai to do my conditioning, long runs. So I spent time there. Then they said I will not fight on March. So I stayed in Dubai. I was training over there. Then I came back to Lithuania. I started my training camp, and then I went to US.
Okay, okay. Um, Ali and Savage, what's going on? We on the live here with Stanionis.
Yo, Stanny, what up? What up? Stanny, what's going on?
Hello, hello.
You good? You good? How you feeling?
Good, good. Always good.
That's what's up. Where the next fight, bro? Talk to me.
May 5th on the Canelo Alvarez and Munguia card. I've been seeing you watching the interview.
Yeah, yeah, you already know, boy. I gotta see who out there talking that talk, boy. You was talking them up, matter of fact, like 2 weeks ago. Stanionis. So I'm like, all right, let's see. What's going on? So who you wanna fight?
Anybody, anybody. Just send me location.
Don't do that. Name them names. How Tyson said, name them names, nigga.
Names.
Name them names.
When you are fighting anybody and you don't duck anybody, then you don't need names.
No, I get what you're saying, not ducking nobody. But I'm saying I think we need to start being more intentional as boxers. Be more intentional with your speech.
You mean be more direct?
Be more direct. Don't make it general.
Yeah.
There's millions of boxers. No general. Talk to that man. Talk to who's next. Whoever you think ducking you. Whoever don't want the smoke. Talk to him. Let him know.
Well, you tell him who would you like to see him fight?
Uh, I say put him in there with Esau, bro. Esau got buck 40. He can do buck 40.
I mean, so yeah, you did speak upon possibly making 140 pounds. You was serious about that?
So like I said, I'm testing at this moment my weight. Now it's very good. So we'll see. I can answer this question after my weight cuts for this fight. So that's
Oh,
what I'm doing. Yeah. It's good to have options. If I can go to 140, I can stay at 147 and 154. That will be great.
seems like there's a lot of money at 140 pounds too.
Yeah, and it's yeah, good division also now. So imagine this me fighting Pitbull Cruz. That will be amazing.
He said that would be amazing. He's like that matchup would be amazing.
That would. So what? He knocking shit out? Mills, he not standing. You knocking shit out? That's what we saying?
I mean, when's
Of
the
course,
last?
I have always to bet on myself. I'm not saying the other guy is winning. Of course, always me. I
No,
have
no,
believe
no,
in
no. No, my bad, Sandy. When I say you knocking shit out, I mean that's your mo. If we look at your record, are you known for knocking shit out or going to 12 or
No,
going
no,
to?
no. I don't like to go 12, so I always look, for the openings and to finish the fights. Always, I'm not looking like you said for the knockout, but I want it, all the time to get like a
Hey, he knocking.
spectacular win.
Mills,
So
AKA, he knocking shit out, King.
no, yeah. So at the end of the day, right? I mean, you mentioned Pitbull Cruz. I mean, and you said that after this weight cut, have you ever made 140?
No, never. Not like in amateurs. Yes, I fought at 140, but at 141, I think amateur weight.
So they gotta be. You're saying this like I said before. Are you doing anything different in your training camp this time around?
Just eating much more healthy, like very, very healthy, very disciplined on my food. So that's the only one thing. So Yeah, but I'm not saying I'm going to 140, I'm just saying imagine the fight or something,
Yeah.
because I don't know. I just don't want to say that I can go to 140. Now I can't say because I haven't made the weight in 2 years at 147. So we'll see. But it looks like very good, so might be possibility. But it's only for like a big fight. If I would go like 140, it has to make like big sense.
Mm. That'd be a crazy. You and Matthias.
Yeah, also. Yeah.
Who do you like at 140 pounds? Just off the bat, on a competition level.
I would love to fight like, I don't know, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. They're like most known fighters, in US. So if I would fight them, I would get a win. Then imagine I will get my name in US. So that will be great.
Mm.
That's most important thing for me, coming from small country, to get my name out here. So I haven't fought in 2 years. It's hard to answer the questions because I wasn't active and people forgot about me. At the moment, everybody was mentioning me and Boots, but now after long layoff, it's a little bit different. So on Cinco de Mayo, I have to say hello, to welterweight division and to myself.
I like that you said that. I gotta say hello to the welterweight division, knowing that you and Barrios are fighting that same night. Do you feel like that's what it is? Do you feel like you guys are like making the standpoint, like the opener for this year? Like, yo, we the welterweights. The welterweights ain't dead. You know what I mean? Because we haven't been talking about the welterweights ever since Crawford and Spence just fought.
Yeah, so it would make sense, if I would fight like after, if I will get win. So then I can fight Barrios, then I can fight Ennis, and unify division ASAP, and the winner can go 154 or something like that. I know it's so many possibilities, and you can mix and match. There is a fight because there is no a big name like Crawford and Spence, at 147. It doesn't say that we like young other guys can't make the name. So if we are going to make good performances, we will earn the name, and it will be like a huge fight, I think, later on.
So Fanny, after this one, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna introduce yourself back on Cinco de Mayo, big stage,
Yeah. Yes.
right? Right after that,
Yeah.
talk to that boy Jerron Ennis. He ain't doing shit, boy. That boy over there collecting dust on the shelf. Where the fuck Coda at? Where Coda at in the chat, man? We need Coda in the chat, man. What's up with that?
So yeah, I mean, obviously that's basically what everybody wants to see. I mean, that's good though. That your name is still buzzing on the Jerron Ennis talk. And it's really a big deal because of that signing. You know what I mean, and how Eddie moves, and he's so he's willing to take chances. Do you feel that? That's why I asked you earlier. Like, do you really feel like this fight could be really made this time?
Yeah, I think so. It can be made. It could be made at any moment. I didn't say no. I just mentioned after long layoff, I haven't fought. Somebody asked me if I would fight now, and I said I need at least one fight because he was active. He got like 2 or 3 fights when I got like, yeah, he got like 3 fights when I fought. I haven't fought. So I need at least one fight to get back, to check everything, check the boxes that I've been fighting after 2 years, and then yes, we can go and fight.
So
Stanley, do you think a knockout is imperative for you to get that Jerron Ennis fight? Do you have to knock this dude out on the 5th on Cinco de Mayo to get that fight?
I have to get something spectacular. That's for sure. That's for sure.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Me personally, Mills, I think he got to knock him out for to make that statement for Jerron Ennis for
Yeah,
them to
to
be
make.
like, that look good, just to make it look sexy. You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree.
and like you said, does it matter how you look in this fight so you could get that Jerron Ennis, or you just saying whatever, like this is the guy, and then if they give me that opportunity, because
Look at
obviously his goal with Eddie Hearn, he said, is to be undisputed at
yeah.
47.
You're talking like I'm chasing Ennis, you know. There is other fights like we spoke, Mario Barrios or something. So yeah, but like I have to get like spectacular win if I want to get like a bigger fights. If no, then no, you know. But the most important thing for me is to get this fight, and that's it. I just want to get back in the ring, see how I look. In sparring, everything is like seems good, you know. But when you go into the venue, like you said, big stage, the nerves, the everything, haven't fought in a while, so it's I don't know. I to be honest, I don't know how I will feel at the fight night. So I hope everything will be fine, and I'm ready, and I will deal with everything. But you know, you never know. After long, I haven't been so inactive in my life. So strange feeling.
No, and I hear you, because what it is that I feel like, the Eddie Hearn and PBC, they're gonna be in a bidding war for you. And my question to you is just like, well, these are two title shots regardless. I mean, do you go the easy route with which I think is the easier route, which I think it's Barrios, but who cares at the end of the day? If you could unify and get two belts out of it, and then go into negotiations with Jerron Ennis. I mean, these are things that I like to speak upon, because these are things that are going to be in full effect.
Yeah, I don't know what will happen, you know, after my fight. So then I can jump the next in a week with you and do interview who's offering what and what I chose or what I did, you know. Like I said, I'm thankful to BBC, you know, they are giving me opportunity, you know. So I've been with them from the my early career. So I'm very thankful, you know, that I got the opportunity to fight, even especially on this big card. So it's like dream come true. You
Yeah,
don't,
no,
you don't even realize when I was a kid, you know, I was watching the Mexican Warriors and US. I said when I was a kid, I said I want to fight in US because it's mecca of boxing, you know. And now fighting in Vegas on such a big card is just a dream, you know. For you guys, like or US fighters, you know, it's normal, it's everything. But for us, it's different.
yeah, no, 100%. It's gonna like, at the end of the day, it's really gonna come down to, if what your team wants to do. I mean, if Mario Barrios is an easy task, you go over there and you wipe it out. And I think that would be the good case. If it's not an easy task, then I'm going with the bag. I'm going with Jerron Ennis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, not just wanted to get your take on that, because I know that that's what everybody wants to see, what your temperature is when it comes down to that is.
I
Mills,
def-
I
yeah,
think Mills. I think when I'm not, I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn, Stan, but I think that you don't want to be looking out here looking like you're overlooking your opponent. We're not telling you to overlook your next opponent, but at the end of the day, I'm saying as a boxer, being laid off for 2 years, that you should be more intentional. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I'm saying boxers, not just you, all boxers need to be more intentional in what they got going on. You know you've practiced. You know how hard you work. Only you know how hard you work. Act like you know how hard you work. And losing is not an option. Losing is not an option. You looking past everybody, not looking past them. You know when you get in the ring, you gotta face that man. But at the end of the day, you're moving with a purpose, and I think that's more of what I'm looking to hear is that fighters are out here with a purpose.
Because the thing about it with you, Stanionis, is like you speak English well, and like, what my companion here is saying is like, after 2 years, you kind of want to know, like, what direction you want to go for, as far as the money or the legacy, or you trying to run it with both. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I understand, of course, you know, but it's a boxing. It's not like a game, you know, or some chess. You know, everything can happen. Everything. Like, look, Barroso upset at two guys. You know, Rolly Romero, and he fought the other guy. He's supposed
Pitbull.
to lose. He's supposed to lose. He got W. Boxing is very unknown. So I just want to get back in the ring. That's the only one thing what I can say at this moment, and then I can look at the options, and then I can say what I want to do or what, because the winning is not guaranteed. You as a fighter always believe in yourself, and you never think about the losing. Like the guy said, it's not an option for me also because I'm training so hard, but I'm also realistic. It's a sport and anything can happen. Any like freak injury can happen during a fight. So that's that's the thing. I'm very realistic about this sport.
Yeah. Um, as far as the Conor Ben situation as well, I mean, what do you think about him as a fighter?
I don't know.
Any
He's a
thoughts?
good fighter, but I don't know if he had some issues, to deal with. So
Right, right. As far as that Tim Zoo and Fondora fight, a lot of people had lots of things to say. Obviously, with that being said, also, Terrence Crawford wanted to move up to 54. Things that you also spoke upon. What you think about the division itself?
it's great division. 154 is great division. A lot of fighters, but now it will little bit be standing, because like Fundora can fight in a long for a long time because of the nose broken nose. So I don't know what's going, but you can mix and match. So many fights, like the fighters should be more active, like back in the day. That's what I like about old school boxing. They were like active, and they fought each other, win or lose. Now, but I think the problem is because of the promoters. They are trying to build somebody. If they will lose, they will not give a chance. So that's why fighters care, to take a risks. So if promoters would work look like in UFC, the guys are fighting, losing, coming back, winning titles, nothing changed. So you just what I want, just to bring the exciting fights for the fans. That's they're paying their hard money to watch us, so we have to bring some fire.
I agree. I agree. What's going on, Coda? You there?
What's going on, fam? What's going on?
What's going on, Coda? We on the live with Stanionis. Was cracking.
Stanionis, right? Yeah, I figure I heard that voice.
You got any questions for the young champ?
I mean, I seen he was on the undercard of Canelo. I mean, who was the opponent?
Maestre, Gabriel Maestre.
He fought him in the Olympics. He got like over 300 amateur fights.
How many? What's his? How many pro fights he has?
6-0, not much.
Oh, come on, Stanionis, you about to, you know what I'm saying?
But he's an Olympian. He's an Olympian.
Hey, yo,
Two-time Olympian. He's two-time Olympian.
Two-time Olympian.
Yeah.
nah, I like Stanionis, bro. He nice, bro. Like, I mean, shit, I ain't never seen the guy fight, so let me shut up, bro. I don't really have questions. I mean, I don't really know the dude. I mean, you know what? I do want to give you props though, because when nobody wanted to step up to the plate to, get in there with Boots Ennis, you was all for it. You know what I'm saying? And you did a couple interviews, and you were all for that fight. And I appreciate that because you're the type of fighters that we need nowadays, man. Like, I just heard you talking, just now, like when I came in past couple minutes, and you were reflecting on that, like you want to give the fans they hard earned, what they paying for their hard earned money. So, hey, yo, man, like just keep that shit up, bro, for real. Like, it don't matter, like you said, it don't matter if you win or lose. Like, look at Mario Barrios. You know what I'm saying? Like, he fought Tank, he lost. He became a star. He fought Keith Thurman, he lost. People still love him. You know what I'm saying? Like Tim Zoo, look, he just lost to Fundora. People still love him. You know what I'm saying? Like just keep that spirit up, man. I mean, I don't really have any questions.
Nice, nice, nice. Stanionis, man, I think we really covered it all. I really appreciate you for tapping in. Good luck. I think it's May the 4th. Am I correct?
It's May 4th. Yeah.
May the 4th on the undercard of Canelo and Munguia. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Grab your tickets if you're in the area. And obviously, pay per view. It seems like it's going to be a stellar card. Appreciate you. And once again, let the fans know where they can find you and what type of fight that they will be looking forward to with you on the May 4th.
Yeah, the fans can find me on Instagram, Eimantas Stanionis, and the May 4th will be a great show. I'll be back, and I will put a great performance like I always do. That's for sure. That's the only one thing. I will get everything. You know what they have, everything.
Well, appreciate you, man. And to the next one. What's
Thank
good?
you.
You already know. Right after the fight, I'll give you a call so we can do another one.
Okay, that's good.
Blessings, man. Blessings.
Bye bye. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. We're going to be also tapping in with Blair Cobbs in just a moment. Let me text him. What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Nah, Mills, man. What up, Coda? What up, Coda? What it is, y'all. Look, I just feel like these like in life, when you hit distractions, as long as you're intentional, you can minimize those distractions and those obstacles by knowing what the fuck you're supposed to be on and by knowing what you want. That's all I'm saying. This is all about life. Boxing, all sports is pertaining to life. If you're not intentional in your life, you'll fall for anything, and you allow more mishaps and bullshit to happen. That's all I'm saying. For a boxer.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed to the channel. If you don't know where the like button is, hit the three dots in the corner. I'll get you to the like button. Salute to everybody. Salute to Coda, Ali Savage, Jackie, Ralphie, everybody, Bam Bam Boogie, all the members of Mill City Boxing. Salute to y'all. Getting into the what you say?
Who you got? Mills, who you got on that fight? Blair or AB?
I got Blair.
You said AB?
I said Blair.
So?
Yeah, I think, I think he's more he's a fresher fighter. I feel like when you because like first of all, right, Blair's kind of old, right? He not old, but he like 31, 32, right? So, but he didn't really fight. What war you really been in? You been in one like a couple. You really didn't fight, so he's a fresh fighter in reality. Versus AB, and then you never see him with a marsupial pouch or pregnant or nothing like that either. But then when you got, you know, AB, that he be pregnant and all that. You know what I mean? He be pregnant, and that's not good. You can't just go out your way. You can't just go out your way and just mistreat your body like that. That's not good. Boxing talk. If you guys want to call in on Mill City Boxing on Instagram. Okay, phone lines are now open. We got cut off because we jumped off for a whole hour. We just did the interview with Stanionis. Now we tapping in and waiting for Blair the Flair to tap in with us. He always got a lot to say when it comes to Ennis. So, and then obviously he got his fight coming up. Cobbs beat and win against Maurice Hooker, which is a huge win. A top 10 contender at the time. So yeah, salute to Blair Cobbs, for sure. For sure. But there's a but. It's not always a but there's a but. Anything can happen in boxing. I mean, if you look at the who got the higher IQ, the higher boxing IQ, who's been in there with guys that, you know what I mean, elite contenders, elite champions. I mean, look how many champions that, you know, AB has fought. And so the experience that AB is on another level. But is this the same AB that I know of? No. When's the last time I seen that AB that I'm speaking upon? It's been a very long time, ladies and gentlemen. And he doesn't respect the sport. Obviously, he don't respect the ladies. And at the end of the day, you know, I just feel like you know, you just gotta I'm a big firm believer in a man of God, and what you do in life is gonna reflect, it's gonna backfire on you. And I feel like he's had his time, ladies and gentlemen. And now he's had his time, and now it's going down the stairs.
There's no time for redemption song. What's up, gang?
Ladies and gentlemen, what would y'all think if Blair Cobbs destroys? Wait a minute. What would you think if he stops AB? Whoa. How many flights of stairs did you just fall down? Real rap. You are AB, 4 division champion, and you get stopped by Blair the Flair Cobbs. How many flights of stairs did you just fall?
Yeah, you about 10. You're about 10 flight of stairs.
Because you already fell a couple stairs already.
Yeah, it's up.
But just in case if you didn't go down the whole flight, you know, if you didn't go down the whole flight, if you get stopped by Blair the Flair Cobbs, how many flights of stairs did you just get dropped?
Damn. Yeah, it's over with. Nah, it's over with. You can stick a fork in that shit. You can stick a fork in that shit. Boxing is up. Try radio. Yeah, listen.
A podcast. See, him on Mill City Boxing will be crazy. And I got something coming too. Me, Zab, Blair, and Broner all on the same live.
Yeah. That's fire.
Yeah. Be ready for that.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, if he lose this fight, he might as well go ahead and link up with you, and let's go ahead and run it right. Do the whole podcast shit. Cause he good for TV. Let's keep it a beam. He great for TV, not good. He passed great. Good. He great for TV. AB is selling. AB a fucking seller. Barring that he's sober and he focused. But I got AB all day.
Nah.
I got AB all. No, you talking about for the fight? No,
yeah.
I got him for the podcast. Go ahead and lose.
Oh, for the podcast. Yeah. Pull up. You got a seat all day. But for the fight?
Yeah, that's a dub. Take this last check, flip it into a business, and yeah. Go ahead and start this podcast shit, man. Get your cameras ready.
Think about it. Imagine, yo, he stop him and say, "Woo!"
But wait, what does that do for him though?
What does that do for Blair?
I know where AB going.
Blair could possibly fight the guy we just had on. Blair beats AB. This is how messed up boxing is. This is how messed up boxing is, right? Blair beats AB. He gets a title shot for the WBA against Stanionis. This is how messed up boxing be.
Wait, so whoever win that get the title shot against Stanny?
It could happen because Stanny's looking for paychecks, cheque. And you know what's better than cheque? Easy cheque. An easy cheque. That's why when I asked Stanny, I said, check, bro. It's going staying with PBC, Because after you beat, this guy Gabriel, they gonna be like, yo, you want to do another fight or a 2-fight deal? You gonna hit him with that. Stan gonna be yes or no with it. But Eddie got to be ready to go. Eddie got to be ringing the phone today, tomorrow. Hey, after the fight, don't make no deals yet. Give it 24 hours. Give me a call first. If that don't happen, Boots don't get that fight.
Okay.
And if Boots don't get that fight, Barrios trumps it and gets that fight.
Okay.
Now you could do this. Now Stanionis can go F both of y'all. I'm gonna go get the easy check and fight Blair. Now, is it that easy? What do you think? I think a Mario Barrios is harder than a Blair to Flair. That's my opinion. Maybe I could be wrong.
But how much of a check he gonna get with PBC though? On what card? On what card? Who PBC got that's gonna headline that shit that he gonna be on?
PBC?
Yeah.
Headline? Who headline?
They're gonna have to headline that fight. Sandy and Blair in the future is not gonna be a headline, bro.
Of course not. Of course not. But we be stuck on headliners and all that.
I'm with you. PBC, let's go. PBC invite and say, yo, look, come through. We got a 2-fight deal for you. 2-fight deal for you, but who y'all got out here fighting? I would only fuck with Eddie right now. Because Eddie putting niggas on, because Eddie's putting fights up. PBC ain't putting as many fights as Eddie is. Come on now. Let's stop playing.
I hear you, but he's a free agent. And I asked him a question of what he feels like. And he has the energy of saying, I'm going to let my handlers deal with what my handlers deal with. And my handlers are going to deal with the best possible option for you to keep the belt and get the most money possible. And that's why I said a Blair to Flair. That's why I said a Mario Barrios. But then I also said, if now getting the Eddie Hearn check it, you know what I'm saying? That Eddie Hearn check it. Eddie said, yo, all I gotta do is give Boots' opponents the bag. Well, Stanny, what are we doing here? Are you taking the 1.5 over here?
To unify.
You taking the 2? You know what I mean? I remember, check it. Stanny knows what's coming for him. Remember, Stanny was getting some big numbers against Virgil Ortiz for Golden Boy. So he already knew what that WBA title is worth. He knows what it's worth. This is the welterweight division. We're not talking about no, I got a title at 135. No, we're not, and I'm not, and I'm out the country. No.
Bill, so you saying that he already knows his worth. How can a man knowing his worth not be intentional? He knows his worth. If you telling me he know his worth already, he knows what he got.
Yeah, because he's had offers that have hit his desk.
There you go. So if I got offers that hit my desk,
he had a Golden Boy offer, and that's Golden Boy. That's Oscar. Oscar's not even known to throw the bag like that, and I was already like, I remember it was like a $3 million deal, a $3 million or a $2.5 million deal, right, for the fight. But he had 80%, and Virgil Ortiz had only 20% of the cut of that. So he already knew he was gonna make a chunk load of money fighting Virgil, and the fight didn't fall through. So imagine what Eddie got to come up with. Think you got to gauge it. You think these guys are dumb? You're like, gauge it. You know.
So now he like, listen, I need at least.
Eddie knows he needs to drop like $2 million for Boots' opponents, man.
2?
Yeah, because now you got to fight Boots. Plus, you get the IBF title too.
Okay.
You know, if it's not 2, it's close to 2. And that's just how it is. And I'll tell you right now, Villa didn't make money like that. But when you sign to a new person and they're backing you a different way, and they're pushing for the fights because they want to get you the fights, and you're getting managed properly as well. But there is high risk with the promoter to do those type of things as well. But Eddie's willing to do that for, I think, for the long term for his brand. I think Boots is a long term like move for his brand, for the zone, for Matchroom. You know what I mean? Because remember, like I was trying to tell my peoples, I was like, I think Boots brings what Devin Haney don't bring to, like, as far as a different type of fan base. It's
Well,
just
Boo's got a nice little hype around him. He got a nice hype train around him. So he in a good spot right now. I ain't even mad at that. And it's not no shade to none of the people that fuck with him.
But how much money you really got, Eddie? Do you got enough to for Subriel's opponents and Boots' opponents? Like, you just added both of these guys in the same year. In this, you know what I mean? Like, is the budget there?
I think the budget will be there, barring both of their performances.
Because
Hello?
is the budget there if you're not working with the Saudis?
Yeah, I still think it's there. We just said it the other night when we were saying, like, it's performance, right? It's performance based.
Yo, listen, Eddie's doing his thing. Eddie's doing his thing. I'm not mad at him. He's great for boxing.
I got what you're saying, but I'm saying the money is there if Matias is knocking shit out. The money is there right now. If Matias not Pato out,
the money's there if he's selling.
Huh?
The money's there if he's selling. You can't just take major hits after major hits after major hits.
Matias not Pato out in a stellar fashion.
No, it's good because Matias is not ready for pay-per-view yet, so it's good. You're gonna make money. You're gonna make money with Matias.
Yes.
Yeah, Eddie's gonna make money with Matias, but then when you start putting them on pay-per-view, now that investment's bigger. It's bigger now. You know what I mean? It got to be worth it for the for the promoter. You know what I mean? These guys, they put millions of dollars in promotion. Among giving millions of dollars of contracts for the fighters.
Eddie has had Matias fight at least two more times this year.
Oh yeah, that's what we need. What we need is Eddie to have the same energy with Boots, is the same energy with Super Matias. Have them fight. Keep them fighting.
And that's who's gonna make the money.
And let them knock each other. Yeah, and like you said, the performance. Let that build. And I'm glad that you talked about this because I have been having trolls all over my comments all day today, and there's some in the comments right now. So let's go. If y'all want to go into it, right? People was talking about Mills was talking about pay-per-views. I'm glad that we're having this conversation because remember, signing Eddie was a building process for Subriel. Eddie looked at him like, oh, that's that car. Yeah, I remember I bought a Mustang, right? A new Mustang. It was like back in the days when it was like 2014. I bought a 2014 Mustang. An older white man had it that he had no swag. You could tell he put like a whole bunch of additions to the Mustang, right? But it was a new Mustang. You don't need to add things to a new Mustang. It's already new. You know what I mean? So he's adding like a face cover to it, like an old school face cover to it, and then he wonders why that didn't sell. He wondered why that car didn't sell on Craigslist, right? But then I looked at it, I was like, Diablo, I look at the vision. What about if I take it all off? I got the car for such a stupid deal. You know what I mean? And now I'm not saying that Eddie's looking at him as a deal because I think Eddie put a big pocket, put bag on Boots, but he's looking at it like that, like that's what I need for my stable. And he's not what those two guys, that's what I need for my stable for entertainment. And I will build them into the pay-per-view stars.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
And then you don't think that Super Matias' people know this shit too? Like, you don't think that they're having conversations in the table talking about this? Like,
we're not the smartest men in the world. This is how it's going. And that's the only way it makes sense to me. This is why I said he can get it with. That's why when you ask, can he get it without the Saudis? Of course he can get it without the Saudis, barring that them boys go out there and knock shit the fuck out and consistently fighting at least 3 times a year. If they fighting 3 times a year, and I see Subriel Matias knocking niggas out for 3 times a year, and Boots knocking shit out 3 times a year, my nigga, it's a soiree. It's a soiree
for free.
Bro.
We get to watch both. We get to watch Boots and Subriel Matias knock shit out the park for free for a whole year.
Crazy as hell. The very next year, that'll be the only thing niggas is talking about at the barbershop. And that's when you can get that pay-per-view. That's when you get the 100,000 pay-per-view views that you want. That's when you get it. When them niggas make it to the barbershop like Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard and Hearns, when they get in that barbershop and that's the only talk niggas is talking about, that's when you pay-per-view. That's when you ready. You ain't ready until then, but you got to fight to get that. And you got to perform to get that.
Now,
just be out here saying I'm hot.
Now, does Eddie mix it up and put them in the same card just one time?
Yeah.
Cause why do it, ladies and gentlemen? 2 different fan bases, but if you look at the similarities, they both enjoy devastation. We both fan base. We like to see that it's not gonna last. Someone's gonna curl up. We gonna see something amazing.
The violence, baby.
The violence.
Yeah, that's the only thing that sells in America, baby. This is capitalism.
You dig? Subriel Matias and Boots, baby, on the same card, dog. Ooh-wee.
Exactly. And at the end,
bonafide violence, baby.
Listen, at the end of the day, not everybody is pay-per-view material, especially in today's era. But at the end of the day, the job of these promoters is to get these fighters to be on pay-per-view. And if you don't have the performances for your promoter, ¡ay, bendito! You necesitas sell your golito. Porque I don't know.
Tú me entiendes.
What's going on? HLD in the building. What's going on?
Man, can we get off the gas about everything has to be about pay-per-view? And all these fighters don't belong on pay-per-view. Even at the best of the best, they don't belong on pay-per-view. Even the biggest stars today that we supposedly got, they don't belong on pay-per-view. I mean, 200,000 pay-per-views. What the fuck is that?
Like who? Like who?
Like Tank Davis.
He deserves to be on pay-per-view.
Like Ryan Garcia just did with Duarte.
Wait a minute. Espérate. Why doesn't Tank deserve to be on pay-per-view?
Bro, his fights are not pay-per-view, bro. Who's he fighting? That's a mega fight. What are we talking about?
Papa, what I'm trying to say is that Tank Davis, his last how many fights have been on pay-per-view?
Just because they are don't mean it is.
Pero Papa, they're not losing money.
Bro, my point is that just because
they're making money on the back end.
No, well, I don't give a fuck about that. That doesn't help me.
You don't care, but they do.
No, man, because look at Stanionis right now. That man is not gonna get a date unless it's pay-per-view, man. Fuck PBC. These guys have got all their superstars.
But PBC's only doing those type of events. They got something going on. They got a shit show going on over there. But listen, I'm worried about what Eddie got going on over here. You know what I'm saying?
Eddie's gonna sign everybody that you have not heard on PBC site that's not been fighting. That's what he's got going on. Those guys are gonna be crossing over.
So
all those names that you haven't heard, all the names you haven't heard, man. Why doesn't he have a fight on Cinco de Mayo with Canelo? Why wasn't he on the undercard of the Tim Tszyu fight? What the hell's going on? Why isn't he on the undercard of Tank Davis? All those names that you haven't seen in those names, expect them to be walking.
Yo, Zab just pulled up. We didn't even say Haney's name 3 times.
Yo, you said that's another dude who don't belong on pay-per-view. What are we doing?
Ali, I'm Savage. I'm gonna get him on. Gotta get my brother on.
Zab Judah, what up, baby boy?
Oh, you know what it was? Zab seen, we got two guys that don't show their face. He like, I'm not going on over here. That's what he did. I get it.
Come on, Zab. Come on, baby.
Yep.
Come on, let's Zab.
Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button.
Ladies and gentlemen, here with Mills City, Papa, dímelo. Hey, Mills, I didn't catch it. Stanionis a free agent after this fight or something to that effect?
He's a free agent right now, bro. He's only doing one-offs.
He's doing a one-off. That's that. How long has he been a free agent then? Since the Showtime deal fell off?
He's always been. I mean, remember he was gonna do that fight with De La Hoya.
So why has this team got this man shelved for 2 years, bro?
Hey,
shit's crazy,
yeah,
right, man?
Yeah. Well,
that's
you know,
sad, man. Maybe his handlers are not doing this shit
well,
right.
I mean, he's went through situations though.
He had some kind of ordeal, right?
No, you don't remember? Remember, he had the Virgil Ortiz in his fight. It got canceled 3 times.
3 times? Oh yeah, that was Ortiz's deal, right?
No, one of them was his. He messed up his hand on the second time, but Virgil first time he messed up his hand. Right? The second time, the third time they were scheduled, and then you already know Virgil backed out, and the way he backed out was like the next day, last minute type deal. So he's been, because of all. Think about it. That's 3 fights right there.
Yeah, that's 2 years worth of fights.
And then and then like the way they did him in the last one was kind of bad because at least if he knew ahead of time, at least like a week a time while the weight cut was going on, he can go make decisions on working with different companies and stuff. So now he did. He went to PBC. Now, if he likes that cheque that comes out after for Mario Barrios, he's gonna take it.
Yeah, but there's no back end on that. The undercard guys don't get no back end on.
It's not about that. See, it's not about that. Like you said, not everybody deserves to be on pay-per-view. You could be on the card, but you don't deserve that fucking share.
Yeah. So what's he gonna get paid for this next fight? Like $300K, if that.
That's awesome pay.
You know.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
That's awesome pay. He's fighting a guy that. Huh?
I think Eddie will definitely open up his book for with more dates.
Eddie, you better be watching this interview, because if you scoop, Stanionis, but like Stanionis said, Boots is not the only one. No said the energy. Y'all could tell me what y'all thought about that energy, but that's on y'all.
No, the energy is look, man. We gotta respect different cultures in a little bit. What I'm gonna say by that is, these guys from other countries, they're a lot more humble. They're not braggadocious. They're not Americanos, big mouths. They're not like that. They are just not like that. And a lot of them do let their handlers do what it is, unfortunately. But that's just the way it is. These guys are not braggadocious. They're not big mouths. They don't like doing that. Stanionis comes in to do work, man. I like Stanionis. Yes. When have you seen Loma talk shit, bro? When have you ever seen Loma talk shit? When have you really seen the Joker, talk shit? He doesn't really do that. Even though they're great fighters, they're not on that gas. They're just different. They believe in the hard work. Put your nose to the grinding wheel, and that's that. And that's how they are. They also come from a humble beginnings, brother, and it makes a difference. It ain't all that come mielderia que hay. They're not like us Latinos, bro. We really from the gutter, but we loud as fuck. We loud as fuck. Es que hay mucha come mielderia.
Yeah, we're not any better.
We loud as fuck, bro. You know what I mean? And that's and that's because they understand we don't get the attention. We're gonna get our attention, right?
Shit talking is the American way. Zab says.
It's always been like that, bro. And we grew up in that culture, man. You watch all our movies. What the fuck they about? You know what I mean? So it's a cultural thing. And,
yeah, it is the American way.
And Stanionis is not like that, and I understand them. I just hope that that his handlers are gonna move him in a place where he's gonna get dates. That man is fighting. What date is he fighting on? Is it
May 4th.
May 4th. He should be back in the ring no later than August. And hopefully he does sign with someone that's gonna get him that. He's just a regular champion though, right? Is that what we
regular WBA member? This guy got the super.
So there is value, bro. Dude, they're gonna play the landscape as soon as Crawford vacates, and he's a full champion because that's what's gonna happen. Hey, did he get that WBA in the ring?
No. Oh no, yeah. It was a vacant title. He fought for a vacant title.
He fought for the vacant. He didn't do a boots or that give me a title.
No, he didn't get it emailed.
No, he's not a paper champion. He fought somebody. Paper champion, coño. Okay, so I mean, there's some respect to that. Contract already. Fight para meterle las manos a estos viralata. I like, bro, man. What you think, man?
Huh?
What you think about last night's card, bro? I was totally disappointed, bro. Abdullah Mason, what you think about?
Oh my goodness, I'm trying to get Zab up in here for that one too because damn, Abdullah Mason, prospect of the year, nobody got a chance.
Is he a cannon or what?
Nobody got a chance with that kid.
I'm gonna be the Debbie Downer. Is he a cannon? He's fighting guys with losing streaks, bro. So let's get this kid now with someone with a winning streak.
He's 20 years old.
I get it. Give me somebody with a winning streak. I didn't say a champion. I didn't say.
You want momentum. You want something with some momentum on it.
Look at Carmel Moulton, right? Who did he fight? He fought somebody on his level. That's where I want that. Let me put it that way. Fight somebody on your level.
Let me start up another live because it's just not even letting me tap in Zab. And Zab saying that Mason is a monster. Damn, that should be his nickname.
Abdullah the Monster Mason.
The Monster Mason.
Man, the monster's been played out, guys. Come on. Let's get some original.
No. We're gonna, honestly, we're gonna have to we're about to really go in on you in a second.
The Gladiator Mason.
Listen. I'm gonna start up another one so that way Zab can come on. What's up, baby? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Ooh, it's over. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, man. So where the love at? Subscribe to Mill City Boxing on YouTube. Word up. It's funny, everybody gets excited to see Zab in the comments. They're like, yo, is Zab coming? Is Zab pulling up? Yeah. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Mills. What's up? Claremore Rain in the building as well. What's cracking, Clay? Salute to everybody on the live. And we about to get to this conversation. Let's get to it. Abdullah Mason. Salute to Zab. Zab, what's going on? What's going on, Clay? Salute. What's up with Zab? Where he at? Mason is a monster, they saying. They're saying Mason is a monster. Salute to Bam Bam Boogie. What's going on? Zab, what's going on with your phone, Zab? How you gonna scream he a beast and then he needs more fights? Super. Good morning. We in the afternoon over here.
I know. You see my guy Mason. He is a fucking monster. Oh my God.
Who is that guy?
I love the no. So he's a kid that I kind of knew about for maybe about 2-3 years now. You know what I'm saying? Well, I had one up at Cleveland, and I met him and his family, and I got to hang out with him and his pops and his brothers, and we got to kick it on some just downtime shit. And they like a swell, terrific, dope together family. Like they remind us of the Judah brothers. You know what I'm saying? They got the same energy, and they with the shit. You know what I mean? And last night he got an opportunity to show the energy that him and his family is bringing to the ring, and that's crazy. That's woof. They bringing that heat. I mean, they bringing that shit that we talk about. You know what I'm saying? We've yet to see, you know what I'm saying, an explosive, powerful, aggressive young guy coming out since what, Tank Davis? There haven't been none of these. It's been great boxers. You know what I'm saying? New guys come out and they show great boxing ability, but we yet to have that young, animalistic one punch. I mean, Tank is the animal that we got now for that situation. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? He is the only one. You know what I'm saying? So, and how much do Mason weigh? He weigh like around 135, 140, right?
Yeah, 35. Yep.
Yeah. So he can be in that class and that type of division right around there. You know what I mean? People want to see those animalistic type people. How I know? I was one of them. I was one of them. You know what I mean? So I knew what they like.
Obviously he got the 4th round stoppage, but other than that, like, what did you like as a fighter?
I just like his walk down, persistent combinations of choice, how he broke the kid down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's he might be fighting B-level guys right now, but it doesn't matter because in the sport of boxing, on his level, he's a B-level fighter. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't classify him right now as an A-level fighter. No, so he's a B-level fighter. So if he fights another B-level fighter,
he's the top of his class.
Wait a minute. But wait, he's still new. Henry got what, 6 fights?
No.
What? How many fights he got?
I mean, he got more than 6, Zab. I mean, he got more than 10.
How many? Okay, well, okay, all right, cool. Well, okay, well, how many television experiences people got a chance to see him? That's what I mean.
This kid's an animal. He fights like 4 times a year, bro, on TV.
Okay, well, like I said, he's crossing over to the A-level type of fighters now.
One of my boys, HLD, said he got 14 fights.
Okay, 14 fights, but he's crossing over to an A-level fighter now with 14 fights. You know what I'm saying? I remember a young man coming out of Brooklyn, and he was on his 15th fight. He fought a guy by the name of Mickey Ward, and he beat him. And then from there, he was able to cross over to the big leagues. So I understand, and like I'm telling you, same thing like I'm saying, he's not an A-level fighter yet. Because I was the same way. I know, while 15-0, I was doing crazy numbers, but wasn't an A-level fighter yet. When he stepped it up, but we see a young man that's getting ready to be an A-level type guy. So the kind of fighters he's fighting should be B and C-level fighters. He shouldn't be in there with an A-level guy right now at this time. So no matter what nobody's saying about, he's fighting B-level guys, so what? He's considerably a B-level fighter, but he's doing A-level fighter things. You know what I'm saying? So until a man 100% crosses over the field, man, get that young man his props. Man, he did that shit terrific. And big shout out to the Mason brothers, to the pops, to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you didn't help that. With your analogy, you didn't really help that.
What? What you mean?
Brooklyn boy fighting Mickey Ward in his 14th fight. Mickey Ward, he tested everybody.
He was on an A-level side. Niggas.
Right.
The time when I fought Mickey Ward was stopping shit. So what I'm saying, he's not 15-0 yet. So now maybe on the next fight he'll pick it up and start stepping it up. Remember, me at 14-0 is when I started stepping it up. Is what I'm saying to you. He's 14-0, so we're at the same level. he's stepping it up now. You know what I'm saying? He's going up a notch better. Every time you see the man out, it's going to be with a better level of opponent. So anybody saying now about he's fighting B-level guys, I mean, in consideration, with all due respect, he's a B-level fighter right now. He's just doing A-level shit right now until he crosses over to the A-level, you know what I'm saying, to a top guy. You know what I mean? So nobody can fall for his, choice of a pick, you know?
What do you think? Do you think it's...
That's right, professional. That's right, Mickey Wall.
I think he might have got a call. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. You back?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's just like let's see, wait, my guy just said something. Somebody just said something. He said, "That's right, war was running motherfuckers over when I fought him. When I took the Mickey Ward fight, he was just stopping guys with body shots, stopping him, bro, stopping him. Top level guy, 12 rounds. I wasn't 12 rounds yet. I didn't even go 12 rounds yet, bro. And they were like, you want to fight? Yeah, let's go. What's up? And I held mine. What? Crazy? You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to y'all is when they put Abdullah, he's showing all of the signs that he's ready for the next level, and he's there. And the reason why I compared myself to him, because I just compared to y'all the levels of timing. When I was 14-0, my 15th fight was Mickey Ward. He's 14-0 right now, so he has no reason to be in there with A-level type fighter guys right now. No way. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't be in there. You know what I'm saying? 15-0 is when you start to make that transformation and start to move over. Some guys do it at 20. You know what I'm saying? When they're 20, you know what I'm saying? Some guys start moving in, you know what I'm saying? But nothing past that. If you pass that and you doing it, I mean, listen, that it has been done. It has been done. Style does make fights. But when you're in a tough, crazy, bang out, hard, crazy division, you gotta be easy how you do that. You know what I mean? How you make your transformation is what I'm saying to you guys. That's it.
Damn, bro. People in the chat, they're like, yo, Abdullah Mason does remind me of Zab Judah. That's funny.
Come on, man. Listen, I don't, you know what? I never like to look at a fighter and compare myself to say, and they say this, and somebody, oh, you didn't do this. I'm just looking at the style of the fighter and remembering the times, bro. I'm just remembering the times in my career when I was doing what I was doing and how I was doing it. When I was coming up 14, 15, 13, 12 and 06, I was knocking shit out. I was putting shit in their pockets. They already knew, like my promotion, Benavidez company was looking for, they was out there searching for, I was already on my, man, it's real talk. I'm going to talk a little cocky right now, you know what I'm saying? On my sixth fight, they was overpaying fighters to come fight me, bro. They had to. There was nobody out there that was even fucking with it. I was only 6-0, I was talking shit. Why? Because I had the experience from the amateurs, and I was training in under, you know what I'm saying, the mentorship of Pernell, Sweet Pea, Whitaker.
Oh, yo, you messed up. You didn't came up for none of that. That's messed up. That shit was wrong.
I had to came up. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's real. You already know when I'm dropping it, I'm dropping it. Man. You already know when I'm talking that shit.
Man, he said he gonna drop those type of bars without camming up. That's fucked up.
I'm just saying, man. You know, it's Sunday. Niggas just got out. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just like, all right, man, what's up? What niggas talking about? But when I see people coming at the young man talking about why is he fighting B-level fighters and see, come on, man. The man is not even an A-level fighter yet. On record and paper, he does not qualify yet, and you cannot qualify to be an A-level fighter before 14. You cannot. There is no qualification to be even guys that go and win the world title when they're young. So what? That does not make you an A-level fighter. It's a difference. The difference in being an A-level fighter and getting some good wins and hopefully winning a world title at a young age. There's nothing wrong with that, but that does not mean you're an A-level fighter. That's it. That's all I came up here really talk about because I didn't like that. Came baby. He's a baby, damn it. Yeah, Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So they criticize, oh, he ain't fought no A-level fight. So I really came on here to talk to your man that was on here that was blowing off. He was blowing the gun off with the blank screen. You know what I'm saying? You know how I come when I come here. That's when I came in and I backed out. I said, you know what? I ain't talking to nobody with no face. Nigga, show your face, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk like men. Look me in the face and talk to me like a man. That's where I come from. I don't come from nowhere else. You know, you gonna hide your face, go get your hair done, and brush your teeth, and then come back. You know what I mean? That's it.
He said, yo, you hear Zab? He goes, I really came in here because your man with the blank face was talking crazy.
Yeah, he's talking crazy. With the blank face, you know what I'm saying? You know how I am with that. He's talking he's for the bomb. He's like, come on, man, the man's a young man. What do you expect? That's 14 fights. He's doing 14 and old shit that people that 14 and old supposed to do. How about that? Now. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to do at the time frame of supposed to do it. You get guys in there with you because they can see. Remember, when you're that kind of young, they watching who they match you with because they're trying to figure out who you are. So your job is to, when they put guys in there and you're over, you trash them like that. You put them in a fucking incinerator. That's what you do. That's what I was doing. I was incinerating niggas. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You don't fuck around. You don't play. You get rid of them. So that shows the separation of who you are.
Right.
And right now they're looking at a B-level fighter. Oh, why is he fighting B-level? What?
Like, why is he going the distance with a B-level fighter?
He didn't go no distance with a B-level.
No, he got him out of there in the 4th round. But like, you know.
First of all, you gotta give the guy a lot of credit. Wait a minute, let's not just.
Okay.
That wasn't no bum. That was not no bum kid.
Nah.
That kid was tough as fucking nails, bro.
We'll talk about that too.
He didn't have skills. He didn't have skills. He wasn't a skillful fighter, but he was tough as. Yo, you see how many times Mason had to hit him before he went down? He didn't at least a 30 clip. At least a 30 clip with another 22-15 rounder. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you're not lying. You're not lying.
What? He hit him with a 30-piece big boy. And then finish it off with the, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Yeah, that was different, bro. I'm just saying this from my experience of being around the game, being at that level, being at that height. I just can't let a comment go like that about a young man that's coming up that I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, this kid is good. He's gonna be the future and the next guy out. And people to get mixed up, don't mix it up. He's at the right time and he's doing everything 100% right. Big shout out to his pops. His pops is the head of the train. He's running it. He got a solid squad that he's running with right now. And listen, man, my hat goes off to the Mason brothers, Major. He's Mason the Monster. You heard me? Like he earned that name, right? So far. Earn that name. See, sometimes names are put on you and just given to you, and then the fans make a name for you, and that's the name that sticks. Because the fans really make this year. That's Mason the Monster right there. That's what I call. I'm gonna call him when I see him from that Mason the Monster. That boy gets busy. I know because I've studied this game for the longest. Shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Now, as far as the stoppage is concerned, you know what I mean? Like, I thought it was a good enough stoppage because, like you said, the 30 clip and stuff like that, the kid just wasn't going to go down. But it wasn't safe.
What did y'all want to see him go back to the corner and get another 50 rounder, hold up another 50 rounder and come back and then what? Kill a nigga? Like, nah, it was a great stoppage. A great stoppage. You know what I'm saying? We know with a young boy, a young man like that, he really just went to the corner, fueled up, got some water, got some air, and came back with a 50 clip. You know what I mean? That would be the only thing that happened. Then we could have probably seen some kind of of a situation. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the mob in the building, West LA. What up with it? It's my brother right there.
CCB.
Yeah.
So now that you're saying that, and you're speaking 100% facts, and I completely agree with everything that you're saying when it comes to Abdullah Mason, and as far as the A level, B level, and what how you compete with those levels. But leading into the main event, this was a guy that they look like Big Baby Anderson. Look like he should have got him out of there. He's been out by a cruiserweight, and beautiful performance from Big Baby. But in your behalf, what you think about it?
I ain't see his fight. I missed his fight. I missed the Big Baby fight. I heard a lot of mixed reviews on it, but I haven't seen it with my eyes, so I'm not gonna pass no judgment on nobody until I see it out my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I like the young man. You know what I'm saying? We met a couple times. A lot of love, a lot of great guy, good energy. You know what I'm saying? So I fucks with him. So I didn't sit down and per se watch his fight, the whole fight. So I had to go when that fight came on. So I'll go back and check it out. See, people like you didn't miss much and things like that. I mean, to me, he happened to be, from what I seen him last week, he was a skillful, great boxer puncher. That's what I discovered from him. And he's good. And he's at a heavyweight division. He got like a Chris Bird. He got like a Chris Bird defense. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how he's gonna do with the bigger heavyweights, like big guys. The guys that come in 230, 260. I don't know what he's gonna do with them guys. Cause that's a lot of fucking weight to be playing around with. You know what I mean? But we'll see. I like him overall. I like him.
I'll be straight up with you. 100% super raw, uncut, the whole nine. He was in there with a human punching bag. He was in there with a guy that was a guy that moved up into the division, a guy that has gotten dropped by cruiserweights, that those cruiserweights have been knocked out by guys that were super middleweights like Zordo Ramirez. And I feel like he hanging out too much with Shakur Stevenson and doing too much.
That's not bad.
But listen, but this is what I'm saying is, with the heavyweights trying to be lightweights and fighting like the lightweights, it's tough. We got a guy like Usyk that's doing it, right? But he possesses a different type of threat than Anderson. I don't think Anderson got like the feet of a Usyk. You know what I mean? I don't think he doesn't have the experience of a Usyk. Now he's building a lot of experience with Shakur Stevenson, and you can see the similarities, bro. Like, you can see a lot of the similarities in them. They're touching. They're not necessarily turning their shots all the way over. I feel like
he came out with what's up with the motorcycle shit? He got a helmet on?
So and then they did him grimy too. They with that situation you're just talking about, they did him grimy. So he got charged for you get locked up if you go over 100 miles per hour or something like that. It's like dangerous driving, reckless driving. He got he put on that, and when he put that on, the announcers were talking about his felony that he did. They're like, oh yeah.
Wait a minute. So he had gotten in some trouble on a motorcycle?
Speeding in a car.
Okay, speeding in a car, and then
he walks in with that uniform representing that, and then the announcers kind of.
But wait a minute, he got a speeding ticket in the car. You don't wear a helmet in the car.
No. Zab. Okay,
he walked in with it. Remember, you said that.
That's why he walked into the ring. That's not how he got the ticket. He got the ticket for driving a car. You know what I mean? And supposedly with having a weapon or something in the vehicle, but they found out later it was his weapon. But just ultimately, I think if anybody's going to point at anything about this kid right now, the question is going to be on how focused is he on his craft, and how much is he committed to the sport that is giving him a lifestyle, or can give him a lifestyle, you know what I mean, and give him all types of accolades and legacy. If he's speaking up front, like with Roy Jones saying that he wants to retire early and this is not what he asked for, and everybody wants him to be successful, and he just seems like he doesn't care for the sport that much, and then you see him hanging out in the wrong way, getting in trouble, and then he comes in the ring and gets a lackluster performance like that, combined with him hanging out with Shakur Stevenson and trying to we just don't know where to put our finger on the pulse.
But wait a minute. When has it became bad to hang out with Shakur Stevenson? I don't understand.
All right. So check this out. Right, Zab. He's a heavyweight sparring with Shakur Stevenson. You think he's putting shit on the punch? Honestly.
Shakur Stevenson?
Yeah, you think he's putting shit on the punch when he's sparring him?
I mean, wait a minute. Because I got homies as heavyweights, and I used to get in there with them and just to move around.
You are you, Zab. You are you.
Right, once or two times, so that they can get, I can get just a feel of the size and stuff like that. But
yeah, because you were going off of what? Instinct, speed, IQ, and what? You could pop to respect you. I don't think that Shakur had the Zab Judah pop.
Yeah, but I don't think them working with each other is anything bad.
I think too much of it, you start to catch on to let me just.
Well, he got his
little guy stuff.
Little guy stuff, exactly, Clay. You said it best. Little guy stuff.
Wait a minute, God. He's not his permanent sparring partner. We're not saying that Gerard went to camp and he just hired Shakur Stevenson to be his sparring partner. That's it.
All right, but then you got Teray, which is Shakur's cousin working with him. He learned boxing through Shakur. And then the other trainer, these are all guys that are in the J Prince gym. You know what I mean? Like it's like a certain style. They all got like a very similar style to it. And I don't know. I'm just seeing that.
Respect. Wait a minute. All due respect to the J Prince family and the gym and everything, because I've been out there with them guys more than 30 years ago, my guy, and they've been doing that. So when you say, what I'm saying, Jay has a lot of experience when it comes to fighting and the ability in the boxing ring.
Oh yeah, what about heavyweights?
100%. He has I'm saying the person himself, Jay Prince, he has the ability the what I'm looking for, the timing. He's been in the game for a long time, bro. He definitely has the ability to know how to move these fighters to where they need to be moved to. 100%. And they have real trainers down there that been through real shit and everything. But like I said, I was down there more than 30 years ago, bro. More than 20 years ago, I was down there at the ranch. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So I definitely know. And the gym was up, it was open and going and everything. You know what I mean? So I know for a fact they know exactly what they're doing out there, and they got a good staff. Maybe if the staff came up a little later, we just discovered him, but he was still put through the school of hard knocks to learn the real boxing stuff that you really got to know.
No,
Zab, can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Zab, so how do you feel do you think it's necessary for a boxer to jump into that next level, to be that next level boxer? Does he need to have a certain passion for the sport, a certain love for the sport? At some point, is that going to separate you from the pack? Like, can you be as great of a boxer as you were without actually having love for the sport that you were in?
You know what? That's a question that I can't answer because I was the guy that came in this sport that had love for the sport. So I don't know what it's like to not have love for the sport and then try it out. You know what I mean? I don't per se know.
Can I ask you this? Do you think you being so great of a boxer?
Yeah, I believe that anybody that gets the opportunity to do something that they love and truly desire and like, that they're gonna be great at it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's the people that do things that they don't like.
You being so great of a boxer?
Them are the ones that don't do it good.
Right.
So, that being said, Zab, like you don't feel like you as a heavyweight, you can't training with lighter guys all the time. You're not going you think that you can't just pick out little guy traits?
I think that's a rumor that we saying that he spars with little guys all the time. I don't think that's a true statement. I would not believe that because me just knowing Jay, he's not gonna invest his time and money into no bullshit situation known the man for a long time, and he's not gonna just put his time, money, and everything into a heavyweight that boxing with lightweights all the time and only. So he's not gonna do that. Trust me. So I don't believe that Big Baby just follows little guys all the time. I think if you went in there with your core, you know, there's things that they both can learn from each other. So yeah, every now and then to jump in there with your core, learn some things. I don't think that's a bad thing. That's kind of a great thing too. You know what I mean? So
I think watching him fight last night, people who were watching him fight myself probably saw a little Shakur in him in the way he was approaching the fight. Not to say that was coming from him overtraining with Shakur, and I want to go also and say that I'm not saying it's bad for him to train with Shakur. I don't want to make like the Shakur.
No, he need to find him. He needs to find his own style.
Right. It just seemed like last night it was a big Shakur in the ring. It looked like from the outside looking in, it was a big old Shakur fighting in the ring. That's the best way I can describe it. But once again, my main thing is how much does he want to do this? Does he really want to do this? Because when you're talking about putting him in the ring with a Daniel Dubois or a Joseph Parker or a Philip Hergovich or the top 10 heavyweights, can somebody without a passion for this sport compete at the highest level?
I see what y'all talking about. Y'all talking about okay, okay.
Like we know he ain't sparring Shakur like just to get better. We know that.
Oh, I see. Like he's not really fighting like a heavyweight. Yeah.
Nah, I think he looks at Shakur and he's like, wow, he's so amazing. And then you start,
what? He's just being a good boxer. I mean, nobody said that when Chris Bird did that. When Chris Bird moved into the heavyweight division, and he was, he wasn't a heavy, solid puncher, but he was poking and peppering the shit out of everybody that came in front of him. He was beating the shit out of them for the heavyweight. He was making them look stupid. You know what I mean? So, it just depends on how he take this situation and make it, make it. He got Stitch in the corner. I recognize Stitch in the corner. Okay, Trey. You got Trey in the corner.
Right. And it seems like when he started, he was more of a knockout dude, right? Like his record speaks for itself. It seemed like he was more aggressive and he was going in. And now all of a sudden, it seemed last night we just watched him transition into another chapter in his career now, or another chapter, another stage in his fighting that he's bringing. I don't know if that's something he's adding to who he is, or is he changing into something else. But
I think it's refreshing too a little bit, but he can't stay on that style to be great and dominate the heavyweight division. But I think it's refreshing just to know that heavyweight can box and move around and be and move like a little guy as a big guy. I think that's a great trait to have. I don't think you should focus in 100% on that factor. But I think that's a great trait to know that a guy as big as he is can move and box and flip and dip and move and combos in and out and down and up. You know what I'm saying? And keep working, pivot like the way he is. You know what I mean? So because we criticize Deontay Wilder so much because of his heavy feet and he's not really sharp and quick with his shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You like he got his power. Now you find a fighter that has great boxing ability, and we're criticizing him because he's just a great boxer right now. You know what I mean? So it's like hopefully in the future we'll find that full rounded, guy that the world is looking for. Good boxer, great ability, aggressive puncher. You know what I mean?
Right. Because the thing about it is that Usyk is so successful with his boxing the way he does and brings that boxing cruiserweight style into the heavyweight division is because he's working with numbers. His punch count is high, and I feel like he's doing pop shots. He's pop shotting, and and you know what that means, Zab. And I think that when you fight like a small guy, you have to be able to put your combinations together. Also, what I seen I seen a lack of creativity creating his shots. So to be a hunter, which I don't know if y'all noticed, but he was in the front foot the whole time. So he has a hard time becoming the hunter, you know what I mean, and finessing that shot. That's why we have to give praises to guys with great punch placement like Gervonta Tank Davis, because we don't give credit to punch placement. something that Ryan Garcia has as well, and also the creativity. Oh, and you too. Yeah, Zab Judah too. But with you though, you threw combinations, right? And you switched it from upstairs to downstairs, pop shotting and trying to find your shot and throwing straight shots all night. I mean, it's the heavyweight division. I can't expect you to be a pop shooter like Mayweather at the heavyweight division. You're gonna get clipped eventually.
Hey Mills, one thing he did show was great distance. He showed that he has great distance. He knows how to control the distance, and I mean
He's with a short dude. He had T-Rex arms.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting. I'm not expecting him to get hit like that. This was a guy just like Abdullah Mason. We got to keep it, funky. Keep it funky. Let's go. With Abdullah Mason, he did what he had to do. With him, I'm a tough critic. I feel like this guy was supposed to be. He was supposed to get this dude out of here.
I think he wanted to go the distance. I don't know when was the last time he fought. Maybe he wanted to go the distance because he didn't look aggressive at all. He looked like he was just laying back, pot shooting, keeping a good distance, making sure he don't get hit, and just letting it flow. You know what I'm saying? He had to fight in the bag, and he just kept it in the bag. I mean, because it showed me clearly looks like if he wanted to step it up in there at any time, he could have got rid of him because, I'm in the 7th round already, and you know what I'm saying? And I never seen him get really aggressive yet, you know what I'm saying? As a heavyweight should, so.
Because the guy kept moving. I think he has a hard time with that. You heard, Zab?
Maybe, well, no, he got him in the corner a couple times.
But that's not enough. That's not enough for a guy that's not really punching like that.
No. When a guy backs against the ropes, where can he go from there? Nowhere. He pushes his ass back. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna go left or right?
No, not if you don't want him to. Not if you don't want him to.
But he needs.
Guys gotta move like that. Guys get to move like that only when you want them to move. You know what I'm saying? They can't just move like that. They can't just move like that.
What's going on, Pop?
When they want to. Mills, what's going on?
What's going on, Eddie?
Everything is good.
What's up, Eddie?
What's up, Zab? I've been trying to get a hold of you. What do you call? Later on, I got to talk to you about the movie.
All right, we'll talk later.
The Judah twins.
What's new with it? I'll tell you in a little while. Let's talk boxing now.
That's my son, man.
I know. What you thought about were you able to see Jared Anderson's performance last night?
Hold on. I just want a larger iced tea, Jared Anderson's performance, I did see it. And I mean, look, everybody has off nights. You know what I'm saying? I saw clips of it, and listen, it happens. It doesn't mean because he's starting to go in the distance and guys are taking him the distance that he's a bummer or anything. He's just fighting tougher competition, and he's on the jump.
He showed good boxing ability. Last night. That's what I feel. Now he showed good boxing ability.
He did. No, he's good. He's a good fighter. I think he's a good fighter. I really do.
Eddie.
Yes.
What's up? How you doing, Claymore? I got a question for you as well. I asked Zab about it. You know what I'm saying? He gave his answer, but for you, do you feel like is it reasonable to question his commitment to the sport and how that's going to affect him in his future? Like, have you seen anything? Like, have you seen his interviews, basically him saying that, he's not doing this for himself, people, putting a lot of pressure on him, and, that he wants to retire early out of the sport in his early 20s, and he's already 24, so I don't know how early he plans on retiring. Do you think that is telling in any kind of way of his commitment to boxing, and is he going to need more commitment to boxing to be as successful as everybody wants him to be?
Well, you know what, Claymore, I'm going to tell you, that's a good question. I think that he has to stop putting all this pressure on himself, and he has to just do it for him. So going forward, it's not a problem where he feels the weight of the world is on his shoulder. You know, because when I used to fight, I used to do that to myself. They said that I'm doing it for this one, I'm doing it for that one, and in boxing, it's all about yourself because you're in there with that other guy, not your family, not your friends. Your brain is on the line. So yes, I think he should just stop putting pressure on himself, and I think he should move forward.
Right.
And he'll be a better fighter.
My thing is that when you have the networks putting him in the top 10, you know what I'm saying? You're not even fighting nowhere near the top 10 as far as opponent is wise. And then as what I do for work, I gotta go and be like, does he deserve to be in the top 10 or not? Because he's not, it just doesn't look like it.
You know what? Look, and here's what I'm trying to say. And I take nothing away from Jared Anderson or any of these fighters that are in the top 10 or the top 20. Don't put anybody in the top 10 or top 20 today. You know?
It messes up the fighters, though. It messes up the fighter, you know?
It does. It does. Like, let's put it this way. Let's go back. Let's go back many years ago when David Reed was only 15-0, and they rushed him to fight Felix Trinidad. That ruined David Reed. It did. And Reed was winning the fight until he started to get, his eye was messed up. And I felt bad because I like David Reed as a fighter. But when you push a fighter too fast and put him in way over his head, that's going to ruin him. Like you just said, Claymore, like you said, Mel. To me, I've seen it many times. There was fighters in Gleason's gym that looked like superstars, and they won their first 15 fights. And then some of these promoters that just wanted to cash in quick, boom, they throw them in there with somebody. Like there was this one fighter named Jamil McCline. I'm sure you guys remember Jamil. He was a heavyweight guy. Jamil was doing great. He was on a win streak. And then his promoters was like, okay, now we're going to throw him in against Vladimir Klitschko. Why would you do that for?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah, why would you do that for? You don't remember that, Zab? You remember when they did that to Jamil?
Yeah.
So, the whole thing is, if I was somebody's trainer or I was somebody's manager, I want to bring them up right. Because I remember back in the day, my grandfather, my papa told me when he was fighting and everything, he was friends with Graziano and Lombardo. Those guys used to have to fight like 30, 40 fights, and sometimes 50 before they got a title shot. Now, it's just like anybody could get a title shot. Anybody could be ranked. I mean, look, not taking nothing away from Jake Paul, but I mean, Jake Paul is a ranked fighter. I mean, I don't know how that happens in this day and age, but it does. It's all about the money now. It's not about the sport. But Claymore, I agree with you, man. I think that he shouldn't put so much pressure on himself, and these guys shouldn't put pressure on him by ranking him like that. It shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, that was actually going to be my next question was, what did you think about the people around him? Because, listen, last night, the whole narrative was this guy's got to be the next heavyweight champion, the big American superstar heavyweight. They want to put all this pressure on him. And if he's talking about he's not, the weight of the world is on his shoulder, is he in the right space? I just feel like it can get dangerous for him if he doesn't.
I don't think he's in the right space because, Claymore, who promotes him? Who's his promoter? Is it Bob Barron?
Yeah, he's with Top Rank.
Well,
right.
Listen, not saying nothing bad about good old Uncle Bobby, but they're all about the money. And they see this guy, Jared Anderson, as the next heavyweight champion, right? Right. They're not concerned. They're not concerned if they put him in there with somebody that'll end his career. And then, stop the kid's momentum of moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like happened with Michael Grant. They threw him in too early against Lennox Lewis, and he got destroyed. Right. Me personally, the people around you are more dangerous than your opponent could be. You know, and Dad will tell you that. And, you know, we seen it every which way from Tuesday in Gleason's gym and in the boxing business itself. But like my whole thing is you gotta protect your fighter. You gotta move him slowly. Match him against a guy a little against you know, the same credentials as you, or maybe a little bit higher, just to give him confidence as he goes along. You know, I just think that it's different today with these fighters today. I do. Yeah, and you know, I'd like to see it change. I'd like to see boxing change a little bit. You know what I'm saying, Zab? You got me, right, Mills?
Hell yeah. I would love for it to change in the right direction.
I appreciate the answer because I think I was talking about it last night. I was saying to myself, so a couple of my friends, I said, you know, boxing seemed to have more balance between the sport and the business years ago. And it seems like business side is overwhelming the sport side. And I feel like fighters just aren't getting developed properly. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You're right. You're right. Because when I was a young kid, and I used to watch ABC Wild World of Sports with my papa, and you know, we watched Mancini. I saw Mancini kill that guy Dooku Kim live. You know, that's how long I go back. And you know, Hagler Hearns and all them. Back then, they used to fight for less money. You know, and they were quality fights, more quality fights than you'll ever see on pay-per-view. Okay, these guys now are getting paid way more money just to go into the ring and put on a little display, throw a couple of punches, and then run away from each other, and then they get $300 million. So it's the sport. It's not a sport no more. It's definitely about the money.
Right.
You dig? Smash that like button.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like, and here's another thing. Canelo Alvarez. Okay? I'm not saying nothing bad about Canelo. What the guy accomplished in his career, it's phenomenal. But what I'm saying is this, guys. If you're a fighter and you're a champion and you're at that level already, you're not being pushed. You're not being brought up. You're there already. Why aren't you fighting the best? You know what I'm saying to that? You hear me, right?
Yep.
Why aren't you fighting the best?
Especially when you're holding all the belts. If you're not going to vacate them, how are you going to sit there and not fight the best?
That's right. And let me explain. Let me ask you this. What do you think about how come they didn't strip this kid yet? I think it's a favoritism, don't you think?
Oh, it's money. Sanction. It's money. That 3%.
Big time. You know, I mean, he's in line to fight David Benavidez so many times. And I think, and he goes, oh, Benavidez didn't earn it. Yes, he did. Benavidez earned it. And I think the fact is, even if Canelo feels he's going to lose, you know what? So what? Like Chavez said, Senior, at least go out on your shield. Do it for your legacy. Don't do it because, you know, you don't want to lose. I mean, you know, that's what boxing is about, winning and losing. But when you lose, it's all about you coming back and bouncing back, you know, and coming back stronger.
They had a storyline.
Yeah, you're speaking from a different era. I can hear it when you're speaking. Today's era is not going to relate or resonate with that mindset of legacy. As soon as you bring up the word legacy, they're gonna just crash at you. They're gonna be like, "What does legacy mean? Is legacy gonna raise my kids? Is legacy gonna take care of me when is legacy gonna creep all over? Like, who cares about a belt? Is a belt gonna pay for this and that?" So can't win.
Listen, I used to be friends with Johnny Tapia, right? You know what Johnny told me? When he was fighting Barrera, it wasn't for a belt. He said, "You know what, Eddie? I don't give a fuck about a belt." He says, "Because a belt is just a strap. It's just a thing." He says to me, it's about legacy. That's what Johnny used to say. You know, Johnny Tappy used to tell me that all the time. He didn't care about belts. He said it was only for sanctioning fees and this and that for the governing bodies to get paid.
Right.
But that's how Johnny believed in things. And I guess me being a little old school with sport and everything, I guess I believe that too. But I understand what you're saying, Claymore. It's not about legacy no more. It's about the almighty dollar.
Yeah, and the fans too. The fans are concerned about the fighters' dollars as well.
That's
fans
right.
don't care about legacy either. They care about the fighters getting all the money as well, which is cool.
Yo, what's Zab doing?
Yo, Zab, what are you doing, man?
He's out of here. That's what happened.
I bet his phone died.
Yeah.
That's what happened the last time.
Yeah, nah, I know. But fellas, man, I appreciate you guys for chopping it up with me today, man. I've been on for quite some time now. I'm going to get off. We'll be back on tomorrow at 12. Tap in. Appreciate you guys for the boxing talk.
All right, guys. Have a good one with you, Eddie. Thanks. Peace. All right, Claymore. You too. Have a great weekend.
Salute to everybody on the live.
Bye, Mills.
Take it easy, Eddie. Appreciate you.
Bye. Appreciate you too, man.
Salute to y'all guys on the live as well. Appreciate you. Make sure you guys go out your way. Smash that like button for me, man. Appreciate y'all. Claymore Rain, once again, always a pleasure for you tapping in.
Yes,
I don't know what happened.
My phone, so I can't log out. So
I don't know what happened with Blair the Flair, but I talked to him earlier. But we'll probably get him on later on tonight.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you about him, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. I don't know what happened with him, but we'll get him back on. We'll definitely get him back on.
All right, no doubt, man.
Salute to y'all. God bless, and on to the next.
Just like that. Peace.
Just like that. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm out. See you tomorrow at 12. And if not, we'll get you with Blair the Flair a little bit later on today. One.